AYO is Daeni, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. This is the newest, well, it ain't a rifle, it's a pistol. So it has all of the characteristics of a rifle, except for the barrel is really short, and it has a, what's the word? Pistol stock or whatever. Okay, so I haven't fired it yet. Ammo, but I did take it apart and I did look at some of the features of the particular weapon, and I think it's worth sharing. For those of you who are interested in buying this is not like the older version from 7 years ago or so, which is mostly like, I think it's made out of aluminum and metal like a traditional AR would be. This is all polymer, majority, except for the barrel and some other key components like the trigger. Yeah, like the trigger. So the trigger isn't, and the magazine release is metal. The safety switch isn't. The pins are metal. Of course, the BCG is the bolt carrier group is gonna be metal. And that's really it. Like, the barrel is it's a very light weapon. I think it weighs at least, at minimum, 2 to 3 pounds, right? With that said, it looks good. There's the thing with the plastic that I don't like is just that if you get any pressure on the plastic, it tends to turn white, like, when you squeeze plastics. And I noticed that because when I bought this mark was here, and I didn't know what it was, in all honesty. And I've been trying, well, okay, I just tried to like wipe with my hands. I didn't really use like a brush on it. But it don't look like it's going anywhere. It looked like something hit it hard at the factory, so it ended up becoming a permanent white mark. You probably won't see it on the camera. In fact, it's like, I can show you it. So like right here, it's a white mark that might have been damaged when it was at the factory or something. Because it's plastic, it do what plastic do. It get hit, it turn white. Scratches a lot. It ain't a big deal or so, but it is what it is, right? Any rate, this is also one of the features that I seem to notice on all of them. You could change this out. This is a Magpul grip, pistol grip. You could change it out to the one that don't have this beaver tail on it. I got big hands. I don't need it, but I've kind of grown accustomed to it in the few hours I might have had the weapon in my possession. And it's not that big of a deal. It does not come with sights. I had some old sights on this from a like a shotgun that I changed out recently. So what I decided to do was just put that sights on it because it's all plastic. It's relatively cheap. And well, for what you're getting, it's expensive. You're gonna spend around $600 for this. So keep that in mind. But other than that, I didn't want to spend too much more money on some sights, and I had some lying around, so I just put them on. And I don't think it worked out. It's not that bad of a compromise. It looks pretty good. All of the seams seem to be well finished. You can't remove well, you can. And in order to remove it, you have to kind of in order to remove this handguard, it's being held in by this piece. So you got to remove the muzzle brake, or the guard, or flash guard, whatever you call it, whatever it's called these days. Remove that, take this off, and then pull this off. This is being held in place by this, or so I believe. I've tried to take it off, and it just wasn't really worth it. So if you're gonna get this get M-Lock. A lot of people like to get the MOE. If you're gonna change this out, a lot of people like to get the mole rail stick sections that you gotta weld it. You gotta like remove everything. It's not gonna work with this. It's not gonna work with this. Make sure that you get the M-Lock. M-Lock works best. It saves you a lot of trouble, because imagine putting this in the vice grip. You might end up cracking the plastic, and there goes your whole investment. There goes your whole investment. So it's not worth it. It comes with one magazine, 125 round magazine, which is easy to start. It's just like the Glock if you have a Glock. Yeah, if you don't have a Glock, it doesn't help. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so I can't find the magazine. Point is though, if it has the open magazine, you put your hand in there, you pull the magazine down. You can pull the magazine down and kind of rack it. It's kind of easier than your typical 5.56, but not so much because with the 5.56 you just force it in there. It works anyway. So with that said, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But anyway, I digress. Everything's plastic. This pistol guard comes like this. It does have a little split in it, so don't get bothered when you see it. The split is a part of the design. If you don't have one of these, split's a part of the design. It's not broken. Ask me how I know. They're not going to listen to you if you take it back. This is all fake. Meaning that, so if you have the AR, you can change out the buffer tube like you would on any other AR, I believe. But this is all one piece. This can come off the stock because it's adjustable, but this part can't. You can't change it out. So I think it's military. I don't know what it is. I never really questioned about it. I think it'll be, I don't know. I retract that. So I don't know what it is. So I don't want to put that out there. But you can't change it. It doesn't use your typical buffer. It's like it's a solid piece of plastic right there. And let me show you. There we go. This is solid. Hey, look, this is more difficult than, because in order for me to open up, I feel like I'm gonna have to open the whole rifle. Alright, so like I was telling you earlier, solid plastic, regular trigger, regular military trigger. I think it's overpriced in all honesty. The polymer, they say it's expensive. I don't know, because this is a regular trigger, more or less, right? And then you have this cheap body that doesn't, you can't change out. You can't change this part out. You can't add a it's expensive when you think about it. It's just basically a molded piece of plastic that they put a trigger in and did the whole BCG thing. And on top of that, all of the work is basically going to be in the BCG, right? Thin piece of, oh, it's sturdy, but it's a thin piece of metal. This is the bolt. This is just a place so you can have that feel for AR. This is plastic, right? Yep, this plastic. Only thing metal here is this and the bolt guard and the spring and the rod inside of the spring. I don't have buyer's remorse, but I think that is something that we all should be aware of. That should be kind of like the breakdown should be explained thoroughly. This is all plastic. This is all plastic, guys. Completely plastic. And that's it. And that's it. So, am I disappointed in the purchase? No, I haven't fired it yet, and it might be fun. But they discontinued from what I'm hearing now. Leave it in the comments if you heard otherwise. They said they discontinued the older model, the longer 16-inch barrel. So, now you know, you're kind of stuck with the pistol unless they come out with a different version. A different version of the rifle. So the next question some people are asking is, why did I buy this? For home defense. I have other rifles, but I just thought about how loud it would be to fire this in the middle of the night, and I was like, maybe I need something that I can get a good purchase on and kind of have the same feel. Zero it, 25 rounds, good enough amount of ammo. And I think that this is light, something I keep at the bedside, and it won't be too intrusive in the house. I could forget it, like by the bedstand or something like that, and not worry about it being just this gigantic weapon lying around. I used to have the shotgun, fired the shotgun off without air plugs, nearly went deaf. AR, aggressive sounding, also very loud. This I can probably tolerate. Now, to be for true transparency, right? I always have both by the bedside, so, but this will probably be in this, like, in the room majority of the time, permanently. Where the AR would be nights where I feel unrest, where I feel unsafe, then I might just bring that with me. And if I need backup, you know, me and the wife, we both could go at it. You know, us versus them type thing. So with that said, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. You know, leave a comment down below on what you think about this pistol. Would you buy it? Do you think it's a good buy? And thanks for watching. This AYO Daeni 1.